not passion. This is where most founders lose before they even start. They fall in love with an idea, a full skincare line, a complex serum, a 12-shade eyeshadow palette, and they commit to it before they understand the manufacturing economics. Not all product categories cost the same to produce. Lip products, for example, are some of the most cost-efficient to manufacture. A well-formulated lip gloss or lip balm can be made at unit cost that still leaves you with a real margin at modest retail pricing. Compare that with a high pigment foundation or a complex skincare serum. Those require more expensive raw materials, more testing, stricter regulatory compliance, higher MOQs, and a longer path to profitability. When you are working with a small budget, you want a product that gives you the fastest path to your first sale at the healthiest margin. Pick the category that fits your budget first. Build your brand identity around that product. You can expand the line later, after the business is generating revenue. And here's the thing. Starting with a cost-efficient category doesn't mean starting with a boring one. Lip products, body care, and simple skincare basics all have massive markets. You're not settling. You're being strategic about where you put your first dollar.
Step 2, go private label before you go custom. A lot of founders assume they need a completely original formula to have a real brand. That's simply not true, and believing it will drain your budget before you've sold a single unit. Private label means putting your brand on an already existing formulation. Most established cosmetic manufacturers have proven, tested formulas ready to go. These are formulas that they are already good at making. As a brand, you choose the product, customize the packaging, put your brand on it, and you're in the market. The cost is significantly lower than developing a custom formula from scratch. The timeline is shorter, and critically, the risk is lower because this formula is already proven. Someone else already did the testing, the iterations, the stability work. You're not starting from zero. Custom formulation is where you eventually want to go. It gives you a proprietary product, a stronger story, and a better long-term defensibility. But it costs more, it takes longer, and it requires a level of manufacturing relationship with your factory that makes more sense once you've already validated that your brand can sell. Start with private label, prove demand, then invest in custom formulation.
Step 3, keep your SKU count at 1 or 2 products. The instinct when you're excited about a brand is to launch with a full line, but think about that carefully. Every SKU you add multiplies your upfront costs. You need inventory for each one, packaging for each, and you're splitting your marketing energy across multiple products instead of driving one hero product to real velocity. One strong product that sells consistently is worth more than 6 mediocre sellers sitting in a warehouse. It's also what retail buyers want to see. They're not looking for founders who launched with everything. They're looking for brands that have proven a product can move. Depth of one product beats breadth of many products in the early stages. Pick one product or a few products, build demand, add more when the early products are funding the next products.
Step 4, spend your budget on product and packaging, not branding. This is counterintuitive, but hear us out. Early stage founders often overspend on logos, websites, and brand decks. Those things matter eventually, but they don't make your first sale. Your product makes your first sale. A clean, well-designed package on a good product will outsell an elaborate brand identity, and your branding will evolve anyways. What you launch with is rarely what you scale with. Spending $5,000 on a brand identity before you have a product in hand is a bet on something that hasn't been tested yet. Put your money where it creates a physical asset. Your packaging is something a customer holds, opens, and posts about. Your logo is not. Allocate the majority of your budget to your first production run and your packaging. Keep the rest lean, a simple website, a clean social presence, and a product worth talking about. That's your launch stack. Avoid dealing with expensive branding and design agencies at this stage.
Step 5, treat your first order as a proof of concept, not a full launch. The goal of your first production run is not to fill a warehouse, it is to test. You want to confirm that your product sells, that customers like it, that your pricing works, and that your supply chain can deliver consistently. Order the minimum, sell through it, learn from it, Then reorder with more confidence and a more clear understanding of what your customers actually want and what they'll pay for it. Founders who over-order on their first run tie up their entire budget in inventory and have nothing left to spend on marketing, to reorder, or to respond to problems. Keep the first run tight, prove the concept, then scale later.
So this is our framework for starting a cosmetic or beauty brand on a small budget. Choose the right category, start with private label, keep your SKU count low, put your money into product and packaging, and treat your first run as a test, not a bet.
The cosmetic industry rewards founders who make smart, early decisions. Budget isn't the barrier most people think it is. Discipline is. And if you build it right from the beginning, the money follows.
When you're ready to take that first step, you need a manufacturer who knows how to move fast without cutting corners. And that's what we do here every day. This is Brandology Labs, a beauty and cosmetic factory, a formulation lab, and a product manufacturer. We help brands like yours build something that lasts.